93 WIBC Mobile News. On the level, on the go.
Where the governor's plan goes now. With your Alexa Flash Briefing, I'm John Herrick. The state is staying in stage 4.5 of its coronavirus reopening plan. Governor Holcomb is not loosening restrictions on bars, but he isn't tightening them either. Eric Berman reports.
The White House Virus Task Force recommended Sunday that Indiana close the bars. Kentucky did that this week, with a rate only slightly higher. Holcomb says he's trying to let local governments decide based on their own situations.
That's why you see us sharing as much information as we can on a county-by-county basis so that can be stressed on the ground with our help to bend down that curve.
Holcomb's extending capacity limits on bars and entertainment venues for 4 more weeks. He says he's optimistic that's enough time for a new mask requirement to make a dent in the virus's spread. Eric Berman, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Still on as planned. Kurt Darling reports about rumors of a planned sports season in
Social media blew up with speculation that the Marion County Health Department would press pause on football, volleyball, and soccer seasons for schools within the county. Late Wednesday, it was confirmed that that's not the case, at least for now. Decatur Township Superintendent Dr. Matt Prusicki tweeting, "We are still status quo and that any decision from the health department won't happen for another 2 to 3 weeks. For now, fall sports are still on as planned in Marion County, per IHSAA guidelines released earlier Wednesday morning." Kurt Darling, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
And a press conference on this is scheduled for 9 this morning. IU Health said Wednesday even a small crowd of fans for the Indianapolis 500, which is set for August 23rd, could spread the coronavirus. Doctors say leaders at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway should look for an alternative option, an option that may include no fans. Mail-in voting has been discussed extensively this week by both the U.S. Attorney General Bill Barr and Vice President Mike Pence. Chris Davis reports on the pros and cons of a mail-in vote.
While Barr says he believes mail-in ballots leave more room for fraud than in-person voting, the research may not agree.
So far, there's no systematic evidence that mail-in ballots increase voter fraud.
University of Indianapolis political science professor Dr. Laura Wilson says even though it may be a safer alternative to in-person voting, it has its drawbacks.
Of course, you have to fill it out. You have to make sure you get it back in the mail in time. Those kind of changes, especially for people who are used to voting on that first Tuesday in November, do make it harder.
And it can be a strain on the system. Chris Davis, 93 WIBC Mobile News.
Street closures for the painting of a Black Lives Matter mural will start this afternoon in Indianapolis and end on Monday. The closure will be on Indiana Avenue from Blackford Street to West Street. If you're going northwest on Indiana, you should use West Street, Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard, 11th Street, 10th Street, or University Boulevard. If you're going southeast on Indiana, you should use University Boulevard, New York Street, or West Street. It was 75 years ago today that the USS Indianapolis was torpedoed and sunk. Survivors of the sinking will receive the Congressional Gold Medal from members of Congress today. Michael Emery's uncle was on the ship when it sank, and he spoke to our news gathering partners at Wish TV.
It's the greatest naval war disaster in United States history. Happened 2 weeks before the war ended. And it's just something that needs to be shared to remind people that freedom is not free.
That ceremony supposed to happen at 11 this morning. WIBC's flash briefings are updated throughout the day, so you can always check for the latest local news. You can also rejoin us in the car at 93.1 FM to stay on top of the latest traffic alerts, weather, and news. I'm John Herrick, on the level, on the go, and on Twitter at 93 WIBC and WIBC.com.